Y'all know us as Ready for the World. Now it's time to bring that sound and make it an upgrade.
I'm Gerald Valentine with the group Ready for the World featuring 2.0.
I'm David Live, that's live with a Y and not an I, and this is Ready for the World featuring 2.0.
I'm Willie Triplett of Ready for the World featuring 2.0.
All right, so let me tell you about the first time I heard the song, My, Johnny Gill. I probably was 5. Not the right song you should be playing someone that young, but I learned it. My dad was a huge R&B fan. He's got hundreds of vinyl records, so he just happened to play it. I gravitated to it. That was that, right? But it sparked something because I could sing the runs and the riffs that he was doing. So I ended up doing a talent show at my local elementary school. I did a Smooth Criminal, and my mom, she bought me the white hat. She was so supportive. She bought me the hat and the suit. So I did my rendition of the video for my class, and it was a standing ovation, and everybody was like, oh, it's so wonderful. And that's what birthed that spark for music in me over time, and just kept going. So I never really looked back into doing anything else. Music just, it was it.
You know, all through life, there's, things change and, things progress, and that's no different from the music industry. When we first kicked it off, it was analog. We were playing, on tapes, and now from tapes to CDs to file and now streaming. So, the technology has made our lives much easier, and with that, we consume music much easier.
I'm a heart guy. I'm a feeler. In this situation, I'm doing some writing, and so the amazing Gerald Valentine, he sends me some music, and his music always makes you feel like something, and that's where my process starts. He has an amazing just spirit in his music, in his tracks. So every time he sends it, it makes me feel a certain way.
As a kid growing up, I used to go in the kitchen, and pull out the pots and pans and beat on the pots and pans. And I used to get inside the sink and play inside the sink, because inside your sink, it makes different tones. So I would be inside the sink making different tones every morning.
If I'm writing particularly, I like to feel through the song first. So I'll listen to it maybe 5 or 6 times and just try to tell myself, what is this making me feel like? When the words come, they come from a very personal place, because I never like to make up stuff out of thin air. I like to take the years and years and years worth of experiences that I've been given and people that are close to me and use those as stories to catapult that, because I feel like writing is best when it's real. So those are the best places to pick those words from. So I always use just everything that's happened to me personally or people that I know personally and just write that into the mood and the spirit of those songs. I'm a huge D'Angelo fan, so his song Untitled, I love performing that. Not only because it's sexy and but just the riffs and the runs is really good for a singer to try that song, because it feels, it's emotional, it's slow, it just gives you everything. The best advice that I've ever received on a music level and even on a personal level, a great friend of mine, WB, my main man, he always told me to never take a set of eyes for granted. And when I heard that the first time, it just resonated in me. Just meaning, you never know who you're playing for. You never know why you're playing. You never know why you're singing or who's sitting there who actually needs to hear these songs or needs to hear those notes and those lyrics. You never know what people are going through. They've been at work all day and they've spent their money to come and watch and hear this music. So it should be more than just entertainment. It's doing something for them. So never, ever pick up your instrument or open your mouth again without taking people seriously, and they're coming to sit and listen to you for a reason. Even if it's one person, give their life some purpose, right? Some seriousness, and you sing directly and for them. So whatever the song may be, whether it's about nothing or whether it's heartbreak or heartache or God or whatever you're singing about, just don't take for granted that moment and really hone in and be serious about what it is that you've been given to do.
My mom inspired me the most to want to get into music and play drums, and because she invested into me when I got older, bought me my first production hookup with the IBM, if you remember that from back in the day. So yeah, my mom was my big inspiration. The music that I create is edgy, drum heavy, melodic, timeless.
I grew up in an era where it was about the bands, the big bands, the small bands. You had bands with trumpet and horn sections. And so the bands like Cameo, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I would love to collaborate with Pharrell, man. You know, Pharrell is edgy. I'm edgy. He's animated. I like to be animated with my music. And he just like to put different things into one pot, seem like, and stir it up and come out with a masterpiece. That's what I would like. I would say Pharrell. Don't want to forget Tank, man. You know, Tank, that R&B swag. You know, I love that R&B swag Tank put out there, man. So Tank, if you're listening to this, if you see this, DM me. You know what I mean? Let's cook up something.
When I first heard Earth, Wind, and Fire, it was on a Saturday. I remember exactly when it was. It was on a Saturday, and I was just watching cartoons, and a commercial came on, and you know the horns. I heard the horn sections. The da 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 da. You know that came on, and I just blew my mind.
You know, if I could change anything in the industry, it would be to tell all artists to retain and keep your masters. Don't sell your masters. Don't let the company tell you that they're gonna give you this amount for your masters. Keep your masters. You own it. You made the music. Keep it.
So, you know, I think it's important that you just cautiously step through every process so that you can avoid all the pitfalls.
Stay true to the game. Stay humble. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. And always believe in yourself, believe in your craft. Stay 100.